My friends, I want to speak directly to the places in your life that feel broken, the dreams that faded, the relationships that fractured, the seasons that left you weary. I know what it's like to feel like you've lost something that can never be restored. I know what it's like to wonder if God can really bring beauty from ashes, but I stand here today to tell you, yes, He can. Yes, He will. We serve a God of restoration. I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. Joel 2:25. Did you hear that? Not just the things you lost yesterday, not just the small setbacks. God says He will restore years. Some of you feel like you've wasted too much time. You think, I should be further along by now. Maybe life didn't unfold the way you thought it would. Maybe a mistake, a delay, or a failure made you believe your best days were behind you. But hear me today. God is a redeemer of time. What you think was lost, He can accelerate. What you think is broken, He can rebuild. What you think is over, He can resurrect. The pattern of restoration. If you study the Bible, you'll see a pattern. God never leaves His children in ruins. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. But what did God do? He restored him to a position of power and used him to save nations. Genesis 50:20. Job lost everything, his family, his health, his wealth. But in the end, God restored twice as much as He had before. Job 42:10. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. But did Jesus discard him? No. He restored him and made him a pillar of the church. John 21:15-17. You see, restoration is not just about getting back what was lost. It's about stepping into something greater than you ever imagined. God's restoration in your life. I know some of you are still waiting. You're saying, that sounds great, but what about me? When is my restoration coming? Let me tell you something. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean God isn't working. Some restorations happen instantly. Some take time. But God is always moving. Maybe He's restoring your heart before He restores your circumstances. Maybe He's healing your mindset before He brings the breakthrough. Maybe He's preparing you for a blessing so great that you need to grow into it first. Don't give up in the waiting. Isaiah 61:3 says that God gives us beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, praise for despair. That means your suffering is not the end of your story. Your loss is not where it ends. If you've been through a season of loss, trust me when I say, your restoration is coming. How do we step into restoration? Believe that restoration is possible. Stop speaking defeat over your life and start declaring God's promises. Mark 11:23. Surrender what's broken. God can't restore what you refuse to release. Let go of the past so He can bring you into your future. Isaiah 43:18-19. Keep moving forward. Even when you don't see progress, trust that God is working. Philippians 1:6. Your best days are still ahead. I don't know what you've lost, but I know this. God is not done with you. He restores, He renews, He rebuilds. And when He does, it will be greater than before. So hold on. Stay in faith. Because the beauty of restoration is this. God never just gives you back what you lost. He gives you more. Amen.